BongoHive started in 2011. Simunza, Silumesii and I met at a couple of events. We had shared interest around how we can support innovation and also just the bringing of like-minded individuals together so that we could work more closely together or at least share knowledge. And so from 2011 we began to build the building blocks, I guess, for BongoHive.
I think basically growing, the process of growing. I think having started other startups before, that was something that I was new to, and the process made that. But then growing a company has come with interesting challenges, if I may put it that way. And not challenges in a bad sense, but challenges in that it's a new skill required to maintain growth and to work with a growing team of amazing people.
Failure, I think time ends up being a very helpful friend when it comes to failure. So failure to me is about falling in the moment. But I think what matters more is how you get up. So we have had failures as BongoHive. There have been things that we thought would take off very, very quickly that didn't in the moment. So as an example, in 2011, 2012, we thought mobile was going to be huge for Zambia. And we were maybe 3 or 4 years too early for us to capture the market in the way that we were excited about being able to do. The same about co-working. We thought that would take over very, very quickly. We thought that small businesses would want a space to be able to share and come together. I think that was around 2013. So we tried that out. Nobody came, even though our doors were open. But it's a different case at the moment. I think timing and failure are, in a sense, friends and enemies.
I think one of the big lessons we've learned is that even as we support startups, the same principles that we preach, we also have to apply. So many times we find ourselves having to think the same way as a startup, very agile, and think about growth, think about how we scale whatever we are doing. So it's a great lesson as well, being able to apply what we teach the startups, being able to apply that within the organization.
So personally, when I feel unfocused, I try to unplug. I'm very grateful for friends and family that are able to come in and support, but sometimes I retreat. So I go back into my personal space and try and recharge. Usually I get unfocused because there's either a frustration or something that's overwhelming, something that's beyond my capacity. So getting people to help usually helps, or taking time to recharge.
My advice to tech startups, and this is technology startups to be particular, is beyond the cool things that people want to do, that we see a lot of people come to talk to us about what they want to do. I think there's an amazing opportunity to address challenges that everyday people in Zambia have. And it's how do you help people who are running small businesses? How do you help people who are working from home? How do you help people who are working in the markets using technology? Because then, if you get that right, then you've got a wide base in which you can scale your. So getting the technology started is a good thing, but the second thing that you want to do is how wide can your technology grow with regards to the number of people that use it and the number of people that adopt it and pay for using all those services. And we are happy at BongoHive to have that conversation with you to help you explore how you can get that done. From
the onset, we we made some decisions around how we were going to manage the organization. So I am the executive director, and Simunza manages the entrepreneurship programs. Silumesii manages our consulting arm. And this separation of duties helps a lot in ensuring that we don't overlap. And we have meetings consistently so that we are all on the same page. We employ also some other techniques which ensure that we are communicating consistently, whether it's online, offline, to ensure that we are on the same page, and when decisions have to be made, that we gather around and we discuss issues and we get to the point.
I wouldn't call myself successful. I think even as an organization, we are not there yet. There's a lot of work that we need to do. But some of the things that I think we are getting right as a team and as a culture, we get to work early, and we focus on the task at hand. We do ask for help. So this is the kind of place we call ourselves a learning organization. We don't expect everyone to know everything. But we do make it a point that when you do need help, that you raise your hand, and that there's always someone that's willing to help. So I think admitting that we have shortfallings and being clear about those, getting the help that we need, I think has helped us to become the kind of organization that we
are. Keep working. I think that that can't be understated, in the sense that have a plan, have a vision, and see how you can achieve that. A mistake that I think a lot of budding entrepreneurs and go-getters make is working on their own. So find somebody else who's equally excited about solving the problem. So we like to talk about problems, for example, and it's in solving problems that if you find other people that are keen to solve a similar problem, and a problem that people are willing to pay you for, then we think that you've probably got something that will actually grow into a potential. And there's nothing wrong with thinking about the money, but think about the value of the solution that you can provide, because that's what you're going to get paid for at the very end of the day. And then write everything down. Take note of how much you're spending, take note of how much you need to plan. There's amazing insights that you can pick out from the lessons you learned from what you've done previously. But then if you record that, then that's where those lessons are. That's where you can glean amazing information from those lessons.
So one piece of advice I give to entrepreneurs is to always be consistent. When you look at the success of BongoHive, it's taken so many years to get what you call recognition, and so it's never an overnight success. It always takes time to be able to build the right type of value within the organization that you can sell, but also get the buy-in of others. So consistency is really key in surviving